Okay, so I'm back in windy and what has been very cold and rainy Britain. I can tell you now, it's not as much fun as America is. It's certainly not as nice weather, and just back to normal life really, which is a bit of a shock, and struggling with the old jet lag job. I don't seem to be able to get my proper sleep, but we're trying to push through, so there you go. And I've got a new microphone which hopefully is going to improve the job for you, so if anyone notices any difference or it's an improvement, then I'd appreciate if you could let me know, because I've tested it and I have flipping no idea. I can't really tell. So obviously if you can help me out on that, that'd be great. What we've got here is a 1989 Kawasaki KX125, and it's a bit of a funny one really. Looking back on the messages and that, when I bought it, I did know this at the time, but I'd forgotten. It needs a new top end, so it needs a new top end and it needs a new tank. So anyway, randomly I have a tank for this bike, off an old bike that I had years and years ago, and so I was going to stick it on it, and then I went to go and check the compression and this, that and the other, and then I discovered the top end issue. So the issue, I don't know exactly what's up, but it's a very strange knocking noise. Can you hear that? There? So exactly what the problem is, you won't know until you take the head and barrel off and check it out, but it's going to at least need a top end. It does spark. It sparks like a good one, and the kill switch works. There's a split here on the tank. Can you hear that? That's sellotape. That someone's put sellotape on it to stop fuel coming out. Obviously, that's not going to work. There is fuel in the tank, so if you're planning on putting this in the back of your car, which a lot of people do, I'll have to drain that fuel out for you. Other than that, it's a pretty nice bike really. Yeah, so I've got another tank. I'm not including it with the bike. I'll sell the tank separate for 200 quid. The tank's in good condition. It could need a bit of a clean up, but everything works on it. The tap works, it's got a nice fuel cap, and there's no leaks or cracks or anything like that. So if you're buying this bike and you want a tank to go with it, I've got one here for 200 quid, which will obviously help you out. And then, like I say, the rest of the bike looks pretty decent. We'll go through it now, and then you can see what the full deal is with it. And then I'll be sticking this up on eBay. I'm going to stick it up to finish on a Sunday night. So I'm going to be starting it tomorrow night. That's Thursday night. If you're interested in it in the meantime, get in touch. Maybe we can do a deal. But yeah, let's have a closer inspection of it and see what the situation is, and we can have her up for sale. Okay, so I'm trying to improve these videos as much as I can. So I had a comment about not swaying the camera, so I'm going to try not to do that. Sometimes it's a bit difficult because I'm just on my own really. So that's there we go, that's a split in the tank. Frame numbers perfectly legible on the bike. It's the original paint on the frame. The front pipe looks good. Looks to be in perfect condition. There's a little power valve cover. It's just like a little rubber piece that goes on there. I would think that that's easy enough to find, but that piece needs replacing. See if we can get a better here. And it's when it's right at the top. I just don't know whether the piston's just kecking over a little bit and hitting the barrel, or whether it's something else. Impossible to tell, like I say, without taking the top off. Someone's really covered the seat with this black vinyl, and they've done a pretty bad job, really. I mean, the seat goes on, it's okay, but it's got these creases in it. They've just used a flat piece of vinyl, and that's how they've done it. The frame rails, there's a slight dent in this side here. The other side is fine. The forks, it's had gaiters on. And the chrome is good. Chrome's fine. Is the chrome fine at the top? So the top here looks like the chrome has started to go through. If you're using it as a race bike, it's not going to matter. You will be able to clean that up with like aluminium foil or whatever. It will go through again. But like I say, if you're going to use it from a functional point of view, it doesn't matter. The other thing with the forks is on this side here, there is a ding in the top. Now, if it were me and I was going to use it as a race bike or a riding bike, I'd warm it up and I'd knock that out just to make it round again, so the seals will go in and out easily enough. Other than that, find a new lower. I mean, it's not a job I'd do for someone else, but I can definitely put you in touch with people that can do that, but easy enough job to do. The front brake works. The front rim and the rear rim, someone has painted in black. Now, that is not my preferred colour for rims. I'd have kept it to the plain aluminium. But the rims are perfectly round, there's no problems, no dents at all, and the rest of the wheel looks fine. The front brake works. Bars and grips and levers you'd probably be wanting to change. Throttle's sticking, but you're going to need to do work on the bike anyway. But all these bits and pieces, they're all working. And then the side, the rad scoop is cracked. Seems to be very, very brittle. So new tank, new rad scoop, sort out the top end. The rest of it is kind of down to personal preference, really. Rear wheel, as the front, it's been painted black, but it's perfectly round. Got a little FMF silencer on it, which is nice. The rear mudguard is bent. I'm pretty sure the subframe is not bent. I'm sure it's just the mudguard. You can see where it's been like kinked here. Rear brake does work, and it does. So with the brake on, I can't turn that wheel. Swing arm's got some scrapes, scuffs and scrapes on it. The back end is a little bit bouncy, and you can see where the seal has failed in the shock, so the shock will just need a service. Here's the other tank that I've got. Like I say, this doesn't come with the bike. I will sell it separately for 200 quid. Probably what I'll do, in fact, is I'll probably put that on eBay. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll be putting the bike on eBay. If the bike sells and the person who buys the bike doesn't want the tank, I'll put the tank on eBay. At that point, if the guy who buys it doesn't want the tank, then I'll put it up separately. So I can't say fairer than that. Right, gearbox check. Okay, so we're in neutral there. That's first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Back down to fifth, fourth, third, second and neutral. So overall situation is this. The bike sparks, it turns over, it needs top end at minimum. Not exactly sure what's up with the top end. It's making that funny noise as you can hear when I kick it over. Say it sparks, kill switch works, goes through the gears. There's an issue with the left hand fork leg. It's got that dent in the top. And the rest, it's going to need the rear shock servicing. The wheels look to be in good condition. The brakes work. And it's got the split tank. So there you go. One pretty honest bike. That'll be great to be done as a race bike. And if you want to take the extra tank with it, then that'll be an extra 200 quid on top of whatever the eBay auction finishes at. So happy bidding, guys, happy bidding. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.